Omaha's news leader, chronicling the stories and people making a difference in our community. This is KETV News Watch 7's Chronicle.
Today on Chronicle.
It's clear up to the windows in my house now.
The waters rush in. Historic flooding rips through the region, leaving behind damage and despair.
They say it's like an island. There's no in and out.
That last moment that you see one of your animals looking at you and you can't save them, and it's just the worst feeling ever.
We can't take this much longer.
But from the struggle emerged profiles of strength and kindness.
Just couldn't sit at home. There's just too much going on and people needed it.
They're all us. This is all the Midwest. Nebraska and Iowa, this is where we live. And so everybody's been affected, so we've just tried to do what we can.
From first responders to volunteers, today we remember the faces of the floods. And good morning, I'm Rob McCartney. Historic, destructive, a declared disaster. The floods that began in March shook the heartland to its core. KETV News Watch 7 spent weeks bringing you stories of loss and heartbreak, but also hope and generosity. Today on Chronicle, we're going to take you back to some of those key moments after the floods began, the overwhelming response to help, and how Midwesterners are moving forward. We begin with the devastation that ripped through Dodge County. Homes crumbled, roads turned into streams. The communities lining the Platte River just washed away from the flooding. KETV News Watch 7's Alexander Stone caught up with a couple near Big Island Road as they took in the damage.
A sense of sadness hangs in the air around Fremont Lake.
It's devastating.
Inger Kindler and Eric Bowman walk along Big Island Road. Much of the place they call home was washed away by the flood.
It's no longer there.
The powerful storm leveled homes. Fast-moving floodwaters, ice chunks, and debris knocked out walls at this house. All that remains, a single shade, the window long gone. Inside parts of Kindler and Bowman's house, standing water, sand, and mud cover the floors.
We had probably 3 foot of water in here. And once the water goes down, this is kind of what you're left with.
The same mess coats roadways. Some streets are crumbling or still flooded. Typically closed to ATVs, that's now one of the only ways to access the area.
You just want to do anything to get out here and see your property.
After the storm, Kindler took to social media, hoping to give homeowners who couldn't get in a look at their property.
I'm the eyes for a lot of people out here right now. It might be for a while, because who knows when people are going to get out here.
While there's plenty of cleanup ahead, Kindler and Bowman consider themselves lucky, hoping those who lost everything,
I hope it's not forgotten,
can get help.
We call it our river family. I mean, they're our neighbors are our family, and we all love each other so dearly.
With more complete coverage, Alexandra Stone, KETV News Watch 7.
And very quickly, families in Fremont became trapped by the water. Their city became an island. That's when pilots from all over the region decided to help. They flew into the Millard Airport to load up with supplies and then flew to Fremont. They also took people there and brought them out, some getting their first look at the widespread damage. KETV News Watch 7's Sarah Feely has that story.
Sue Ankerson clutches her rosary and cries as she sees her hometown from the air.
They say it's like an island. There's no in and out.
She left Fremont Friday morning to babysit for her daughter. When she tried to go home, the roads were flooded. 3 days later, she's on a flight home with others, trying to reunite with their families.
Very thankful. These guys that are pilots, God bless them, they're angels. To go home feels good. I want to go home, kind of get myself together, and then go help people.
Hey guys, run some stuff out to the Centurion down here.
Each plane was loaded with donations like food and water.
I'm from Fremont, so I wanted to help out. My parents are actually stranded here in Omaha, and just wanted to do anything we could to help out.
Every pilot,
Thank you.
a volunteer.
Fremont's landlocked, and they're running out of food, and I think everyone needs to do what they can to help out. And I had an airplane that was sitting in a hangar that had gas in it, so I was just more than happy to help.
They say nearly 50 people lined up this morning to fly out of Fremont, and they think they hauled more than 100 people each way. For them, it's something little for an area that needs so much.
There's been 25, 30 pilots, probably more. They've been doing this all day long. One of the busiest airports in the country, I think, is right here in Fremont, Nebraska.
At the Millard Airport, Sarah Feely, KETV News Watch 7.
Now, in the wake of the devastation, families and communities tried to pick up the pieces. For one farm in Valley, it was heartbreaking. 15 of their rescued alpacas, 2 of their donkeys didn't make it through the flood. KETV News Watch 7's Molly Bernard was with the family as they looked for their animals.
When we got up here, I knew we had 15, 20 minutes tops. We were trying to move them across the way and up towards this building. That's our emergency plan, move them up to this corridor. We have hay, we have the crumble, we have buckets for water, and I just couldn't get them to move. It was traumatizing. Like, I remember when we cut the fence and I was trying to force them through, one of them peeked their head through and I'm like, oh my gosh, they're gonna move now. And I went down to try one more time and the current about took me. That last moment that you see one of your animals looking at you and you can't save them, and it's just the worst feeling ever. You become desperate, and so I had to walk away from animals that my kids love and that I love. I'm gonna have to live with myself that, you know, we've found 3 now that are no longer living. Put your boots on now and recover them and give them the respect they deserve as animals. Once the pasture's dry, we're gonna, you know, open up to rescues and people that have nowhere to go with their animals right now. So that's where we go from here.
Yeah, it was easy to feel defeated in the first few weeks after the flood, but law enforcement went above and beyond to try and keep people safe. One of the first steps, blocking off damaged roads. And we met up with the State Patrol, who showed us the wreckage on West Dodge, a road demolished.
This looks like stuff that comes out of an earthquake movie that you say, oh, that could never really happen. Here it is in Nebraska.
Nebraska State Trooper Dave Nelson certainly knows our roads, and he knows, or at least hopes, what's happened here on West Dodge only happens once in a lifetime.
This is the worst I've ever seen it, let's put it that way, and I hope I never see it again.
West Dodge, from near Elkhorn to just outside Valley, is closed for obvious reasons. Skywatch 7 can show you just how bad it is. The eastbound lanes are demolished. Who knows how bad it is under the westbound lanes? Yet, despite all the destruction, some drivers still try to drive over this. And that's a problem.
We've spent more time the last couple days chasing people down from driving around the closed road barricades than we have actually helping somebody.
So Nelson's message, find another road. And you'll probably want to get used to it.
Rob, it's going to be months. I can't even venture a guess, but they're going to have to tear all this out of here, let it dry out first, recompact all the soil down below it, and then reconcrete over the top of it. It's going to be a long time.
Well, less than a mile from that section of road, this airboat rescue operation of the Riverside Lakes community.
I just couldn't sit at home. There's just too much going on and people needed it.
We were with them as they brought the Jaycox family back to dry land. Leslie says they tried to get out, but the water just came up quickly.
Us, along with several people, had every intention of taking off on Friday. And being told that we would be able to do so by, what was it, 5:30 a.m. on Friday?
Yeah.
It was too late.
Just got to get back to work, get back to routine. But I'd like to take a shower. It's been a few days, so.
Back to routine. Now, Brad's impulse to lend a hand was common after the floods. Coming up, thousands pitch in. You're going to hear from local heroes about the sacrifices they made to help others. You're watching KETV News Watch 7's Chronicle.